double checking by the way. Just general grenadier. Oh, is it just 3v3?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
1, 2, 3.
Get the right mic
So
up in
just
here.
be 3v3. I have
Testing.
one vote for Across the Rhine. Does anybody else have a map preference?
Nope. Matter to me.
I think the factory one, but that's kind of a little faction
Ooh, I
bias
love the laser
there.
Oh,
factory.
it's not Essen Fartworks or.
It's not.
Oh,
It's
hell
not
no.
SN.
Hardworks.
It's not SN. Goddamn, I forget.
City 17?
No,
Easton.
no, it's a 3v3. It's a 3v3 map.
Considered summer.
Oh,
No, not
no.
Sidar. No, not Sidar.
That's the
God,
worst map I've ever read.
That's the map that I've practiced most. Promise me you don't want it.
It is horrible.
Tell me you don't want it.
No, I don't. I don't.
Alright, this is
God.
awesome.
Huh, I wonder what
So,
Commander's
wait,
on. I wonder
wait.
what Barnes
Are we
have.
are we doing 3v3 or 4v4?
Threes.
Just 3v3. Cashman's gonna sit out.
Yep, I'll go ahead and head out. Are y'all about to start?
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Alright,
As long as
wait,
everybody's
let's go.
okay with.
Let's separate in. Yeah.
Wait a minute, I can just watch Ashman's game.
I know.
Task.
Yeah.
and
All right,
then-
axis. We're gonna go to
Best tactics.
all right.
Axis.
Axis to high energy.
All right.
Think.
I
Yeah,
gotta
I
watch
can
that.
get into the Twitch
I
thing,
can't go
can't I?
there.
Nice. All right.
Right? I'm just relax.
Okay, y'all. Best of luck. Give me some good
Okay.
gameplay.
Axis to high energy, by the way. We're moving to high energy.
All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the CoH2 Cabana. How's it going, Beamer? Let's have some fun. So let's go ahead and go in game because I feel uncomfortable being on webcam 90% of the time. So let's do some of this. If I can fucking remember how this works. All right, I got my hotkeys right. Nope, no I don't. All right, yeah, let's go in game. All right, so the way this kind of works, Beamer, is I just chill out in this little screen here until I see their thing pop up. I think that's how it works. Friends games, and we wait until we see our lovely friends in their custom game. And that's how it goes. It'll be a good time. I could probably even put some music on, because actually I can play with the settings. That good old CoH2 soundtrack works just as good. Works just as good. Options. Music. Get it to about right there. It always says that. It always says the game settings aren't good. It really doesn't matter. No matter what. Oh man, did they just restart? Alright, here we go. About to start in 1 minute, 6 players. They just went up live. Okay. What do they choose? Across the Rhine? Yes, Across the Rhine. Fun map. I love the bottom part. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. And I got the record thing going on so we can put this up on YouTube, share with the other bears. And anyone else who decides to click on this funny little deal. I wonder, do I want the webcam? Nah, I don't want the webcam. Who cares about the webcam? Nah, I don't care about the webcam. So, okay, here's the teams. I can go ahead and get started in that. I'll probably repeat it just because that's what you're supposed to do during the whole part where you're opening up, explaining what good old Ami Polizei Funk would do, whole red trunks, blue trunks deal. But we got Jimbo, Barnes, and Joe. It's gonna be sick team versus 5 Ballistic and Jacob. Already advantage to our allies because 2 out of 3. I mean, you know, a third of this team is currently inebriated. Very excited to watch what Jacob does. Does he have the new commander? He does not. He does not. He doesn't believe in the sweet grand offensive doctrine. All right, here we go. Here we go. By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and Yeah, I gotta wait. 7, 6. Turn off fog. Get all that shit going. Hope it sounds alright. Let me know if it doesn't. I kind of have the dashboard working slightly. Hell yeah. Alright, we in. We in. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a special late night edition of the CoH2 Cabana. My name is Ashman, and currently I'm streaming for my good buddy Beamer and all of the bears who decide to watch this later. A sweet little 3v3 we have on Across the Rhine. Let's go ahead and get through our Ursine players. I don't know what the Latin dealio for bears is, but we got some angry bears here in this game. Cousin Barnes is Brits. I believe this is Jimbo. Jimbo, I sell used cars AMA as the USF, and Joe as the other USF. Meanwhile, over on the west side, we got Ballistic, showed up just the last minute to play as our Austere. We've got Jacob, totally on his like 5th vodka shot, playing as OKW in the orange. And last but not least, 5 playing as the OKW as well. So this map, everybody knows it, everybody loves it. A lot of interesting segments to play, 3 large lanes. And our first engagement is going to be up here in the north. Sturm Pioneers easily going to be able to close that distance, but good job out of Barnes to backpedal all the way to that green cover. And the Sturm Pioneers could have pushed, but decided not to for fear they might get inside that house. Meanwhile, in the middle, serious fighting spot. Oops. A little out of practice here, I'll be real. We have long-range damage, actually doing really well against those riflemen. Just power of green cover, just not trading, and the rear echelon's absolutely hitting nothing. Assault Grenadiers going to be Ballistic's early choice with this new commander here. Really fun Tiger Ace, the new one that does not have 3 stars of ed as it comes out onto the field. And those Assault Pioneers, or Assault Grenadiers, going to keep those riflemen at bay. Initial engagement seems like Barnes playing real conservatively, but managing his space, easily trading really well with that Sturm Pioneer there, and 5's going to have to play a little bit more tricky if he wants to be able to catch him unprepared there. Meanwhile, in the center, it's just going to be bodies throwing each other at that center victory point, and here's Jimbo with the WC51 trucks. I love this stuff. This is honestly one of my favorite USF commanders, simply because this thing is underrated as hell. Currently teching its 45 millimeter. Is it a 45? It's just the pedal mounted M2. Comes insanely good against infantry, and you can still put a squad in it if you can believe that. Assault Grenadiers could come over here and close the distance, but do not. Meanwhile, up north, yep, here comes that 50 cal. Gonna do serious damage. I don't know why it says M2. It's a 50 cal. Maybe that's the exact same thing, and I'm just an idiot. Seems like some other tricks are going to try to flank up here. More light vehicles as we got the Universal Carrier out. Let me see yellow. Who's yellow again? Trying to keep track. That's how you do it. Yeah, it's Barnes up there north. Assault Grenadiers easily close that distance, but look at how no models drop. That's actually going to be really bad for Jimbo. USF has to afford an ambulance to be able to repair them. And long-range Faust already damages that WC51 truck, still as USF. Not going to be a huge problem. Look at this. Seems like Axis are beginning to cap both the middle and the bottom, as that 50 cal or MG42 is going to easily be able to spook away that rifleman squad, but it needs to reposition, or it could find itself totally flanked. Going to just go ahead and pick up right away. Second MG42 could be easily all he needs to save the day. Decides to totally not turn it and focus at those units. Instead, runs all the way over here to deal with that one unit, forcing to retreat. Ballistic, maybe a little bit rusty at that moment there. Barnes making steady pressure, pushing further and further back 5. So it looks like at least one, we have kind of even splits here. Technically not anymore, now that Joe has pushed off all that, looking like an early allied map control. This could be a stomp. Who knows? 50 cal repaired, and let's see. Did he get? Yep, he got that ambulance. Nope. He's just gonna have to walk out into the field with these dudes set up with staples and band-aids. Fusilier is gonna be the choice for Jacob. Let's hope his alcohol is not going to affect his Faust game. Certainly affected his grenade time there. Took it right in the face. Nobody died. Oh, except for that guy. That guy definitely died. He's not alive anymore at all. And his gun is sliding around like it was on ice. G.I. Joe, excellent job getting that side of the map for a moment, but he wasn't really able to cap it. Didn't really have much follow-up. If we look at his army, yeah. Oh my god, he's only got 3 units. What's going on? Soon to be only 1 unit, or 2 units if these riflemen get taken out. Ooh. Very nice incendiary grenade right onto there. 50 cal goes up. That's what he did. He tried to actually set up his position, fortify it with that fighting position. But these incendiary grenades actually do really good damage against the fighting positions. Fortunately, he doesn't retreat them, and he'll be able to repair it real easily. Getting a little bit of help from from Jimbo. Definitely going to be needed. Especially since Assault Grenadiers can't do anything against this. But at close range, they actually can, now that I think about it. You just got to keep it at a distance. Topside looking pretty secure. Looks like a Faust got put in there. Tier 1's going to be the build for 5. Meanwhile, in the mid, it seems like Tier 1's also going to be the same thing for Ballistic. Ooh, no, that's not Ballistic. That would be Jacob. Jacob's orange. Just at about enough range for those Assault Grenadiers not to be able to do much. This could go either way. However, he's not in the right territory to be able to want to push it either way. Jimbo making great progress, pushing up the front. Seems like the map's turning blue quicker than the Axis really know what to do. Probably going to want to reposition these machine guns if they're going to be able to deal with whatever kind of stuff's going to pour from this little choke point here. Rather aggressive Tier 1 placement's also going to be susceptible to this M1 that's teching currently for good old Jimbo. Axis definitely going to need to start putting on some pressure. They have this fuel. They've had it. A Luke's could definitely be what 5 is going to need to push up and take the north a little bit. And down here in the south, they really cannot lose this fuel point. They did manage to get rid of the fighting position, though. I guess that Joe did not repair that well with those rear echelons. By the way, Beamer, I am not checking chat because my phone is dead, and that's kind of what I do. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Throw in that slow white phosphorus right next to there. That's the new ability out of the new Brit Commander. Manages to do some damage, but he doesn't push further, actually retreating into the mine, to the mortar. Didn't want to follow too much further anyway, because there was a second... Ooh, Volksgrenadier squad. Sunderkraft Fahrzeug. Ooh, huge wipe out of Jimbo there. Just from really, really nice infiltration grenades. Sunderkraft Fahrzeug 251 Flak Track. Gonna do some mean damage to all of Jimbo's units. If he loses it, oh no! That's 2 wipes. Currently only a cavalry rifleman to his name. Jimbo just got totally socked in the face. Was doing good until that second there. Nice use of this is the other new USF commander, or this is the new USF commander. I haven't seen it much in the action. Got those rear echelons with grenades. Seems like after the captain teched, it was just a huge wall of USF infantry that was going to be able to allow Jimbo, or Joe, Lord words, to get the upper hand down here. Huge blob. Really nice grenade, though. Shoot. All it really takes is to sock some damage to these guys. Wow, the grenades have been on point. Surprised they didn't do as well as that other one did. I forget, they're not real grenades. They just kind of go and go and go. I love it, though. Imagine that on an urban map. I'm excited to see more. AT gun is now in the field. Might be able to get the second shot in. Does get it. Jimbo takes out the 251. Super nice shot there. And it's just back and forth, back and forth. Great mortar. Seems like, what is that? The regular, yeah, new commander, so new mortar. Ooh, manages to reclaim what would have been a stolen LEIG. Does get the Faust on that AEC. Probably prevent it from following and chasing too far up, and he might be able to get away with it. Depends on how well the machine gun goes. Maybe he'll be spooked away with the second Faust. Really, it's just going to be a waste of munitions, in my opinion. Oh, maybe not! There is the Raketenwerfer. Can he follow it long enough for the reload? Honestly, he should just try to take it out. I don't think the Spell Armor Spire is going to be enough. He just needs to push up and get in that house. He'll easily be able to take it out. Does he have extra smoke? He does. He can use the smoke screen to be able to get away. And the Raketwerfer's not chasing. What's wrong with him? Oh, man. That's going to be a unit that's going to get away. Make the Royal Engineers feel like they're useful. And it appears that Jake is just taking a view. Taking a nice picturesque view of this delicious, wonderful expanse. Now he remembered he's playing CoH2. He's going to go ahead and move those units up there. I forget what this kind of like, what is that showing? This, let's see, the Sturmoffizier aspiration. Oh yeah, he's got the officer there. Jimbo's got double vet now on this WC51 truck. It's going to continue to be relevant, especially if he knows how to use its later barrage abilities. Basically got that major barrage at any time he wants it. Later vets. A lot of USF infantry, not even a drunken blob of OKW units can really take on that. And he does drop, I think, that is the barrage. He's listening to me, man. He's listening. He knows exactly what I want. I want to see more of that. Manages to scare away all those units and get his map control back. However, we do have this Assault Grenadier blob. Ballistic is ready to go with that at any moment. They've been vetting up quite nicely so far. 2 MG42s can be pretty hard to deal with, but with the smoke on where the rear echelons are, it can just continue to lob these all day long, which it's going to do until this thing gets wiped. Good accuracy on those so far. That second one, not so much. And the smoke does dissipate. Uh-oh. One more could do it. And the fuse on these things are short. Does manage to get away with it. Meanwhile, up north, AC fully repaired. Gonna start barreling in. Ooh, and the Raketwerfer still doing a great job of keeping that thing at bay. Uh-oh. Maybe not a great time to move up with the Universal Carrier, but the Raketwerfer was staring at the ground. Ooh, tier 4 comes up, and what's he teching with that? Ooh, that's going to be some Obersoldaten. Super strong in this situation. A lot of wide open areas. Uh-oh, might want to retreat just that squad, not the whole unit, y'all. And Jimbo's going to be able to recap that pretty well. Playing against a drunken sailor. I love it. I'm going to keep calling him drunk because he called me a pleb earlier. I can't let him get away with that. I have the upper hand. First tank is going to be a speedy Oswin. Really good job at a ballistic, keeping his build times really nice. If he wanted, he could push up and be able to flank around this thing, but taking that extra shot's definitely going to be able to prevent him from doing it. He might be able to get that rear echelon squad. Not even a big deal if he did get it, though. Huge barrage is coming down from the south. Don't know what that could be. And the second unit to come out on the field is going to be a speedy Sherman 76. Really, really sweet unit. Jimbo was telling me about his current strategy to build one of these first and then transition into a regular Sherman afterwards. This way it'll stabilize him so he has some kind of anti-tank, which should be exactly what he needs to be able to deal with the Oswin. Ooh, and down goes the WC51 truck. And I know that that's going to make Jimbo mad. None of these dudes can Faust, so they can just continue to chill up right next to him and do serious damage. But since he's got so much health, he is going to go further. I said, hey Siri at some point. Got Siri to talk. Did it again. Will he be able to get the wipe on that AT gun? He does not. Meanwhile, I feel like there's something interesting going on over here. Ooh, major barrages from something. Probably the new abilities of this commander. Maybe not. Gun crew just got wiped out. Does manage to get the AT gun. Very, very nice. Are these the base firing? Yeah, that's what this is. We're using one of these lovely coordinated fire abilities. Love to see that. Adding area denial was one of the best artillery choices that CoH2 has added to the game, in my opinion. A lot of possible Fausts here. These things are just basic walking Faust machines. Doesn't take level 5000 IQ to be able to know. You can just push F on that. However, he doesn't really get much further. The Puma does show up, and the 76 might be able to duke it out. It's got superior armor and very nice. No pen there. Puma is going to go a little bit further because it has not been shot yet. Cavalry riflemen do have the special extra satchel, and that's going to be a dead Puma. Oh, man, almost engine damage. I was afraid that was going to be recapable, but really nice fingers there, being able to use those heavy cavalry, those cav riflemen. Really, really helpful. Down here, it can be really hard to reclaim this once you've got a lot of machine guns, but Joe is ready to push up. He's kind of digging out, he's digging deeper, or excuse me, he's digging in a little bit too deep in his own territory. Not really going to be able to get much, even if he does cap the center again, or that VP again. AC still keeping relevant. It takes a long time to vet these things up with the weak amount of infantry damage they do, and the fact that it doesn't look like 5's doing a lot of vehicle play at the moment. He did get that early T4, so I'm assuming he's going to go ahead and click right here with his 150 fuel on one of these. Or he could be going for that Panther, who knows. That late game Panther game. That's what Axis are all about. But so far, shaping up to be a pretty good game. Both sides are kind of sticking each other. VP-wise, not too much. Ooh, going with that dive. Jimbo making all the plays so far. Great teamwork between the 76 and the AEC. However, he is going to eat a... Oh, he does not eat a Faust. Oh, no, he does, and that's what ends up getting him. And the Volksgrenadier does not die, manages to get away. That's going to hurt. Jimbo getting all the plays, but losing some army value. Oh, he does get the second Sherman, though. Secondly, he... Oop, watch out, watch out. Nearly loses the Cromwell. Just on a sliver of health. It's a sturdy tank. Could push up right now. Doesn't do it. Just, I think, because it's a little too close and the unit's low. So many AT guns here. I would not keep that AEC here much longer. Really, it seems like just a little bit of infantry could be what makes the push, and really, credit to 5 for getting that Obersoldat, and that's going to be probably what makes the difference. Speaking of infantry, here comes the Reich, making their way, barreling down the center. A lot could happen here, but probably going to run straight into this newly made regular Sherman with the HE already tacked. Going to get a sick first shot right onto that first Assault Grenadier squad. Maybe go in for the push, squish them against that side of the wall. They're getting spread out, but still a great shot there. That second shot getting as well a lot of damage. Ooh, the AT guns are in position to be able to do it, but the manpower bleed is real. Ooh, does manage to wipe what I think was a Vickers, yeah. Not much of a reason to stick around much longer here, Ballistic. He does retreat 2 of the squads. I still don't see what he'll be able to do either. 76 doing a great job. Oh, maybe we'll get a wipe on this guy. What are you doing? What are you doing, Jakin? No, what are you doing? He should be able to get out of there. He does. Very, very fortunate. You never know what could happen. Jimbo showing all that aggressiveness. That's how he gets all that damage after every game we play, because he's the one making all these risks. And it looks like I missed Joe getting the south. Really nice job there. Just managed to decrew one of these MG42s, which would be great because he can push up, kind of provide a flimsier front line and a sturdy back line to keep all this together so it doesn't collapse in on his teammates. All the fighting's back in the north. Cromwell going to march right up to this Raketwerfer, probably in the back line. A second one, and a pack. Really not a great place to dive. Uh-oh. He tries to go for the crush, and I think he actually did get some crush. There he goes. Does manage to take out the Raketwerfer, but the pack is chased up. The second Raketwerfer somewhere over there. He needs to dodge out of the arc. He does. However, I hear something coming from the Fatherland. Oh, yes, he did save up for that Panther. He's going to be able to probably dive to get this Cromwell. He needs to get that out of the way. He should be able to hear it through the fog of war. He's playing a little risky here. This is like chaos right now. Absolute chaos. And the big cat's going to be able to clear it all out. He sees his target. He gets one good shot. The pack gets a second good shot. 5 is doing work. The Panther might be able to take care of the AEC. He does have the pack still there, but it will get decrewed because of the white phosphorus. Should he dive, there is an AT gun, but it is weak. He just needs one more shot. He does not get it. AEC really not a huge thing to get if he does get it. Not a huge victory if he manages to snag it. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, man. Play the Benny Hill theme here. Oh, man. The luck. The sheer luck. Nobody's been able to hit anyone, and the longer he's around, he's just going to waste his time. What is he doing? Firing at the AT gun. Wow, Panther does manage to take it out. Second AT gun, though. Get out of there, 5. What are you doing? The AEC's not worth it. Oh, but he gets it. He gets the AC, and he's going to be able to sneak around. There's not much else to be able to get him other than if the AT gun could get one more shot. Meanwhile, in the center, looks like, ooh, the regular Sherman with the upgraded, let's see, I think they went the same commander. No. This is the bulldozer from the new commander. Excuse me. They do both have access to that bulldozer attachment. Just so much infantry. Dear God, these assault grenadiers are not going to be able to make it home. Really great infiltration grenades, though. Ooh, Jimbo nearly losing a squad. Excellent job with those units. Oh, wait, what was that? Oh, that was just the universal carrier. Surprised that managed to stick around this late. Let's take a look at the army value here. Seems like Ballistic is hurting at the moment. He really hasn't been able to recover after Joe's been able to get the mid. And Joe's not only got the mid, but is contributing with Jimbo in... Excuse me, I keep saying mid. He got the bottom. Now he's contributing in the mid. Being a huge problem for his teammate here. 5 is really kind of holding on this team. Doing a really good job with that Panther. Managing to push Barnes back without too much to his name either. Let's see here. Yeah, Obersoldaten. Not a great place to be. Does manage to get the cap, though. VPs are going to be a huge problem for the Axis in a second here. Man, oh man. I love these aggressive Brits. These assault infantry sections. Barreling forward, spooking away all of these Raketenwerfers and AT guns. Exactly what he needed. Ooh, LEIG nearly got a good shot, but did not. So many AT guns, so many support weapons for these guys to do work against. Right now, I don't really see the tack that Jacob's going for right now. I must have missed whatever tank he has, because he's got very little fuel. In fact, does he have tier 4? I don't think I see tier 4. What's going on? He's just got the double, you know, the tier 1, tier 2. Anyway, back up here. A lot of action still. It's just real hard when you've got tough infantry up against you. And only one of these Obersoldaten, Jimbo and G.I. Joe, are going to be able to do serious pressure against this base now. Wisely getting 2 AT guns is going to be exactly what they need against these Shermans. Aggressive USF play is exactly what these guys are all about. Nice job at a Ballistic managing to sneakily cap the bottom fuel. Again, this is why he probably shouldn't have built so far back, and this invested so much manpower early on, kind of unnecessarily. One here could cover sort of this exact same range, and that really prevented him from building up his army, which now looks really strong. Joe's probably got the best composition. Let's see what Jimbo looks like at the moment. Also pretty good. Both have a Jackson now. Really great. So whatever super tanks show up from the Axis, they should be ready to deal with it on mid and bottom. Up north, though, Barnes is going to continue to struggle if he can't deal with this Panther. I think that really 5 just needs to continue to build up his infantry. A second Obersoldaten would be a really good investment, just so that he doesn't have any more of these really, really dangerous assault infantry sections coming right at his face every 5 minutes. And yeah, 5 doing what he really needs to be doing, contributing down south. And look at this huge, strong force. Seems like these Shermans are going to try to move up. It's going to hurt. Ooh! That was a really nice barrage of 3 shots. Had he pushed forward a little bit more, he might have been able to get the punishing Faust. Panther's fast. It could blitzkrieg in. He does get the shot long range with the Volksgrenadier scouting ahead. Wow, really, really nice job. Smoke coming down all on top of all this. What is that going to be? Maybe just some smoke from this, trying to give these guys a little bit of cover. Ooh, there's still 2 more Raketens! Oh, I think both of them did connect. That's just the new Bulldozer's HP. Really, really nice. Really, really nice. Oh, man. Infiltration grenades, so far, pretty on point. That one, not so much. But when they're as cheap as that, you know, it's alright. Only 15 per man. Oh, G.I. Joe pushing back south again. Gonna get the fuel. All that's really stopping him is just this one MG42. Because Ballistic's gotta be up here. There's too much at stake. Big infantry corps. Ooh, stolen packs. Not just 1, but 2 stolen pack 40s. Probably from one of these crazy infantry section pushes. 5's not gonna be a huge fan of that. Technically, those are... Yeah, I don't know where he got those packs from. They must have been from 5. No, they were Ballistics. No, I don't even know where they were from, but it's a lot. Yeah, shaping up to be a good game so far. 24 seconds, 24 minutes in. And it still looks like the Axis could come back if they play their cards right. Super aggressive. Schwerer actually going to barrage right on top of it while it's constructing. Calliope, that's what we're listening to right now. Joe building it right on top. Or shooting it right on top of this constructing squad. Oh no, it minimized. What happened? Okay, there we go. Calliope does not manage to finish the job. Seems like Jacob does not intend to build tanks at any point this game. Just tending to cheese all over his opponents. I love it though. Giving me that fun. We need to keep closer tabs on what he's doing. Still pushing up with these Panzer Fusiliers. Looks like some kind of barrage. Oh, is this the new fear thing that this new commander gets? No. I didn't even know what that was. A lot of things barraging right here. I think this is definitely a Major Artie. Yeah, Major Artie giving him some sick vet right now. I didn't know that gave him vet, kind of like a grenade does. That's sweet. Ooh, Sturmtiger. Seems like it fired a shot and got, or maybe that was just his pintle. It could try to be real aggressive and push up and fire at these two clumped up things. Ooh, Jackson could go down. Really, the Axis are holding on basically by their AT gun play. Just got to be careful not to lose them and surrender them to your opponents like what Barnes has been able to do up here. Man, oh man, those two AT guns, he needs to get that back because these guys were like twins. They were playing hard, man. Seems like we're going for the bunker cheese. Calliope is really going to make that easy to take care of, though, I think. Second Calliope. Okay, I see exactly what Joe's going for. When you've got the USF players and you've got your Brit player going for a really aggressive infantry strat, you know, you fall into the danger of maybe not having enough artillery. However, players are making good use of their call-in artillery abilities on the Allies side, and the Calliopes are going to be exactly what he needs to bridge the gap. However, that long distance, it's going to be scattered, but not super effective. Still won't take too much more to be able to take care of that structure. Actually, this could be the barrage. Yeah, it does. That was, you know, not very long for this world. Oh, man, he actually does manage to wipe that as well. Newly improved Calliopes, I think they both just fired, so that's probably how that went down. But still, both fired and they got something done. That was totally his intention, and it did work out. About to walk into a machine gun here. Big infantry push. Probably not going to be good enough, but he does have enough munitions for a barrage, and he's going to call it in. Let's see how effective that's going to be. I'm going to quickly check up here, see what's going on. Oh, man, this is maybe a little bit more interesting. Ooh, oh no, I turned away. Oh, did he get a squad? He did. He got four units. Uh-oh. Still in pack range. Could get it. One connects. Oh, the new Tiger Ace is on the field. The sweet one veterancy Tiger Ace with all of these new crazy abilities. LEIG is going to have a field day with this clumped up stuff here. Jackson making its way over here. Cromwell providing sight. Oh man, tanks are just going to get deleted with all those AT guns there. Really going to need some kind of artillery to be able to clear these out. I think that if Jacob wants to be helpful, he really should stop teching for tier 4 and probably just get a Stuka Sifus. That would be the best situation, I think, right now. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh my god, this is going to be a huge all-in. I know Jimbo's consolidating all of his tanks. Seems like some kind of sector artillery is being called in. Yep, that's going to be assault artillery onto this area here. Not a lot that's really there, but it is going to give him some breathing room to be able to push up. There's just AT guns everywhere. They're just coming out of the woodworks. Oh man, maybe a little bit too far forward there. Your SDKFC is going to get a nice AT grenade. Oh, but that was his plan all along. He just wanted to pin these units here. Not going to be able to get close enough, I think. Meanwhile, pushing up with the regular AT Sherman, or HE Sherman. Wow, look at all these Calliopes just raining death into this area here, forcing a mass retreat. I don't think too many kills were accomplished there, but still really scary. That's just so many rockets. So many rockets. They just last a real long time. Riflemen trying to hang in. Probably should get out of there. Cavalry riflemen with the upgraded Thompsons pushing up, but are going to get suppressed. Jackson maybe trying to get that SDKFC. I don't think he really was able to get it, though. Sunderkraftfahrzeug. That's much better. I was saying it like a Texan earlier. Sunderkraft Fahrzeug. the oi is still too German. Oh man, this is gonna be an exhausting one. I can already feel it. Oh man, just pushing over to the Sherman. Fortunately retreats at the time he did. Manages to get the cliffside, the D-Day looking cliffside there. Wow. Looks like Barnes is really rubber banding at this moment. He's got a nice force of those AT guns, 3 AT guns to his name. Panther going in on low health. Uh-oh. 2 shots do connect. Oh, and the Piet almost gets him. Wow, that was, I have no idea what he was trying to go for there. Fortunately, though, this is all ready to fire. It might be the bait. This might be the bait of the century. Doesn't actually end up happening. Jimbo still tossing in Shermans, then backing out. He's actually managed to hold on to pretty much all of his tanks. Still 140 left in the bank. He could probably get another one. He does have the manpower for it. Wow, look at all these assault grenadiers right in close range. Gonna scare away everybody there. Oh, the Axis are real. Jeez, it's just all he's doing right now. Jake is just blobbing for days. He's possibly gonna build that tier 4 again. Hopefully he doesn't build it anywhere near this. Dadgummit. Really effective push. I think he manages to wipe a rear echelon squad. Ooh, thinning out G.I. Joe's population space. He's probably laughing. He's like, free more space for Calliopes there. Man, oh man, what a contest! What a contest we got here, y'all. So now we have what's looking to be kind of a static game. Both sides have way too much to lose, and they're going to be very cautious and careful. Even Jimbo, I think, is slowing down in some of his pushing. Doing a really good job maintaining victory point control, though, over that middle VP, and Joe is just getting enough pressure on this one here. And this one's already really the north VP for the east side, so allies are doing a much better job, I think, of keeping that victory point control, obviously. So it's going to be up to the Axis to really prioritize that at this point. They do have some sweet armor. They have managed to hold on to that Tiger and that, I mean, look at all these heavy tanks. That, the Panther. Oh, every single frickin' time. I can never tell. It's about to fire. He actually hasn't gotten much. It's still at 4 kills, so I don't know what that was really firing at. Oh, so I see what that radio scout car is really doing for him. He knows he's being spotted, so he's going to push up. He's going to do the mass Cromwell strat. Nice try with that mortar there. All right, getting that second victory, second veterancy there. Gonna get back to the old vanilla CoH2 Tiger Ace. Looking forward to it. This is just a serious assault here. And again, the slow reaction time out of Jacob, but the dumb luck managing to keep that probably alive. Yeah, nicely done. Panther keeping the back line strong, preventing that Cromwell from pushing up too forward and possibly ending the game for the Axis. You never know what could happen when these really mobile tanks get behind your lines. Let's see what's going on over here. So since Joe's kind of decided to switch over to the Calliope role, he's not doing as much pushing, and it's really up to Jake to be able to make those sick flanks. Excuse me, Jimbo, to make those sick flanks. Good job out of that Calliope, continuing to make those plays. It's hard to sometimes find units in the fog of war when it's this chaotic, but he is managing to get them, and get them good. Panther pulling up right into those AT gun range. Oh no, if he gets that satchel, this could be a dead Panther. He's even sticking around too long. Maybe gonna get one more shot, but that satchel alone won't be able to do the damage. Ooh, I don't even know if that thing just fired right there. I think it actually was reloading or something weird. No, sir, that did not work out for that Sturmtiger. And the VPUs are getting down to 100 points. It's getting a little bit dire for this moment, y'all. Jimbo, now a triple vet with this thing. That bulldozer attachment really does make a huge difference in keeping the HP on that thing alive, just keeping it alive. Dadgummit. And infantry alone really aren't going to be able to cut it right now for the Axis. They need tanks. They need to be able to deal with these units here, especially down south. I really don't think there's that much AT for G.I. Joe. And anytime you see your opponent going for Calliopes, you know that it's a really expensive thing to afford. A lot of manpower as well goes into it. It's kind of a glass cannon. You're sort of a weak house of cards, and exactly where that Tiger needed to rotate. Really good map awareness out of Ballistic to come down there. He really only has to compete with this Jackson, and if he micros this thing well, he should be able to get it. There's really no Faust to slow it down, though. That's the only problem. Still being able to do damage against that. Sherman's going to be a huge help. He could wipe it. Oh, but then the surrender comes in. It just looked like a little bit too much for the Axis. And terrific game for the Angry Bears. Angry Bears win. Yeah, I think that really what made the difference was being sure to have that artillery roll, which I don't think the Axis really ever decided to do. Nobody went Leagues, nobody went Stukas, which really would have made a huge game changer against those packs. The Allied pack wall. Meanwhile, over here, you just got Jimbo continuing to maintain that middle victory point control. Really excited to check out what kind of the stats are looking right now. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over into the main Discord and play it up with the players.
Really did stuff. It was
Oh
awesome.
man,
Yeah.
great game, y'all.
That
To
was
be,
great.
to be honest, it was definitely interesting.
Yeah, you guys did really good.
That was a sick
was putting a
contest.
lot
Y'all are
of
gonna
work.
love
I'm
this
surprised.
replay.
I
Who-
have to say
who-
though, who was the person I was constantly wiping with my grenades?
It was
Like-
probably dude. I was fucking.
Yeah, no, he
it's
got some
probably me.
sweet like what was that? I saw. God dang it. Okay.
Yeah, I lost one of my infantry sections, I think, to.
Infiltration
And-
grenades.
Quick-
Yeah,
Quick-
infiltration
hey,
grenades
hey,
wrecked
hey.
you, Jimbo.
Quick
Oh.
question. Who's gonna keep playing?
I intend to. Jake,
Barnes.
are you
Barnes,
Trojan?
Barnes.
Jake,
Yes,
you gotta
please.
watch this replay too, because you just had your units just sitting around staring off into the sun, man. It was great.
Oh boy. Well, I can see the damage charts right now, but all I have to say is that actually I want to see my. I know I didn't.
5.
wipe-
By the way, amazing plays with that
That
Panther.
was, dude,
Oh.
that was such a.
It had some good stuff.
Unfortunately, I had no real opportunity to use my ace, Tiger Ace, as a kind of a key point per se. And I felt rather sad. Although apparently, you want to know the efficiency I actually got in my Grens that game?
It was
apparently
probably pretty good.
1097% efficiency.
Yeah, you had good unit preservation for sure.
Yeah, that was a great game.
to
I
be-
think.
To be honest, like I'm surprised I actually was able to do a lot of work. Like I was doing a lot of work with them. I remember I landed at least 3 infiltration grenades on like blobs.
I don't think you're referring to infiltration grenades.
No,
Oh,
not
you're talking about the
infiltration.
assault grenades. Yeah,
Assault
yeah,
grenade,
the
assault
grenadier
I forget what
infiltration
the
grenades.
grenades.
I think it's grenade assault or something. I was
grenade.
confused because I thought you were
I
talking
know,
about.
a grenade assault. I remember landing a few grenade assaults and having them wipe like
I gotta restart.
They're super good.
10 models.
Anyways,
One of the things I
gotta
really
go.
do want to know, Barnes,
CFR.
where'd you get those
Hey,
packs
Five,
from?
you played really well.
Hey,
Like, dude,
That
you
was-
had the Allied pack wall, man.
Yeah, I think part of that was mine since I was the one rushing out some AT guns to kind of kill all of your early armor, which did its job to be fair.
Yeah, I was so salty when that happened. I mean, it wasn't cheesy or anything. I'm just mad that I misplayed and lost
Yeah,
my
you-
AC and
it's just that
Cromwell.
I reacted. It's that I reacted quickly. That's all it is.
I think
So-
that like what really made the difference, Joe went for that artillery, and I think that y'all could have really used on the Axis side a Stuka, to get those packs, to get those AT
Well,
guns.
To be fair, I think we needed also a little bit more center. We needed a little bit more center pressure to secure.
Jimbo is not letting you have that. That
Yeah,
that
no,
that that triple
pressure,
vet
it's not-
Sherman. It's
the
choice.
triple vet Sherman. Like
was
the
it
thing
triple
is
vet?
that
Yeah, triple vet.
yeah, no,
I don't even remember.
Vet-
I'm pretty
It was a
drunk
vet
at
3,
this
but-
point.
the only reason he couldn't go any further and wreck Jake with it was mainly because I had my tiger standing by. So
Yeah. It
Wait.
was that was a lot of fun.
yeah, no.
I love it. I love it.
A
I'm
lot
gonna
of fun.
upload that
Everybody,
shit to YouTube. I'll
everybody
Also,
played
show
really
it to
well.
y'all.
Why is Jake still here? I'm
Why
curious.
is Jake still here? Jake, damn
I
it!
think
Why are
he's
you
planning on
still
playing again.
I was gonna play again.
here?
That's how
You
it
don't
was.
sound. You don't sound like you're in a state to play, man.
Yeah, Jake, are you okay to play again?
I'm not sure
Hell,
that I am, to be completely honest. So
hell yeah, me and
You
Jim.
sound. You sound more. Okay, Jim. You sound much more sober than Jake does right now. I'll
really,
be honest.
I really shouldn't, dude. I had to break out the vodka for that one. I mean,
Me and Jim
Pour
have
yourself a drink halfway.
synergy. Me
Halfway
and
through the
Jim have
game.
synergy, and it works.
Well, I think
Uh,
that was good.
who's Ash? By the way, who's Ash?
who's
Ash
Ash?
he was not in that game.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay.
casting it.
Okay.
It was a good game.
Was it as good to watch as it was to play?
It
I can-
was. Y'all will decide that for yourselves. I think I did a kind of shitty job of casting it, but
pretty good.
I'm gonna take a leak real quick, and we can. I'm sure we can find another way to get a game going.
no, I gotta hit the bed, but it's
Sure.
very very nice, y'all. Have a wonderful evening.
All right.
Thank you.
We're back.
You too.
Adios. And to Beamer, if you're still checking around, or anybody else who's on the stream, hope y'all have a wonderful night, and look forward to seeing y'all later. Take care.